Hey everyone, so it's Draddle44 here. I hope you're having a great day, evening or night so far. So basically today's going to be talking a little bit about the Monsoons and their rework. Quite an interesting sort of Rocket League subject. Now before I get into it, of course, I am going to be giving away the Sky Blue Striker Interstellar to one lucky winner. Now, of course, I've got to reach 250 subscribers. I'm sure a lot of you, sort of like ones that are watching quite a lot of my videos will know that by now. But anyone new coming in, basically, as long as you're subscribed, you have notifications turned on, you put your user ID in the comments below, and you leave like a like on the video and things like that, then what will happen is that once I do hit 250 subscribers, I will use a random number generator. Basically, it will pick out one lucky winner, and you will get this completely free. Now, you can sort of recolor it, you can change the design, you can make it suit any color, which sky blue is quite an all-round sort of color. It goes with a lot of designs. But you can sort of obviously keep it if you really like the decal. I think it's really nice, to be honest. But you can sell it as well. So, you'll be given it, and whatever you choose to do with it is absolutely fine. So thank you very much for the support, and please just keep putting likes on the video. It really, really does help. Right, well, anyway, that said, let's get into actually the content of the video. So I thought I'd do this one as a bit of a different one. So basically, the Monsoon pass goal explosion, for whatever reasons, they actually got a kind of a rework, quite randomly actually, where they changed the colour sort of between, sort of like, instead of it just being a plain colour, there's one colour, as you'll kind of see in the replay here, it's suddenly a mix of two. Now, each one seems to be different. The obvious green one actually I think is really awesome because it is a mixture of black and green, as you can sort of see in the goal explosion. It's sort of like a mixture of black and dark green, shall we say, and it looks really, really, really good. But there are some other ones that are really good and some other ones that are kind of average. I don't think that they're all amazing, to be honest, but however, why did they rework it? They didn't actually tell us about it. It's kind of a strange one to do, and also I suppose it makes me think, well, if they can recolor, like a past gold explosion from a couple of seasons ago, could they then do this to future ones? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some of the goal explosions. You'll hear them in the background. If you do want to skip it, don't worry, you perfectly can. It goes for 3 minutes 46, but he does say some different things, which I think is really cool, and you'll also see all of the different colours as well, in case you weren't aware. I'll talk to you shortly. So yeah, that is the goal explosions. Now, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, okay, the Monsoon, what he does, the sort of like the 4 different variants that you usually get, none of that changes at all. But what I thought was kind of cool is that some of the recolors look really awesome. Like the Cobalt one, I thought looks really, really good. Kind of dark blue with blue. It looks sick. I didn't have this one, actually. Thankfully, JHD gave that one to me today, actually, and I was able to record this footage. Unfortunately, I lost a few clips and a couple other bits, some of the recordings. But like with the orange one coming up now, orange and kind of white, I don't know. I mean, orange and white, personally, I probably prefer just a pure orange one. But let me go, have you guys noticed this? Because it's such a strange one to kind of see. It just came up randomly, and it didn't really kind of make any sense whatsoever to kind of, change it for no apparent reason. And I was just like, I was kind of curious with it, and just something I thought would be a little different to kind of do, because I know that, if you look on YouTube, if you look on the videos, not many people, probably even talk about past stuff much. And I do understand it. A lot of the past stuff is kind of considered quite average. Recently I did a goal ranking video, which is actually kind of what made me think that this would be an interesting one to do. So I actually ranked all the past goal explosions over the last year. If you haven't watched that one and you haven't seen it, then actually check it out. I'm going to link it in the description below, because it's quite interesting just to kind of like talk about all the different goal explosions, what ones I thought were best, what ones... It is my opinion at the end of the day, I completely appreciate that, but it was just really, really fascinating to sort of see quite how different that was. And I sort of thought that this was a sort of like a fascinating subject, because I guess when you think about it, there are a lot of subtle changes that are made to games like Rocket League that sometimes you don't always notice, or you're not told about. Now, why they leave these things out of the patch notes, why they don't sort of like openly tell you about it, I do not understand. And the sky blue one, I have to say, looks really, really clean. Now, I will say that, if you are looking for a good gold explosion that is cheap, this is a really good way to go. I mean, you can pick up one of these for about 40-50 credits. It's very, very easy to get, and some of them look really, really good. If you like the green one, excellent. Sky blue, all those things, really, really nice. And I would just say that, like with any of these things, it's just a one to consider, because, I suppose not all of us have like loads and loads of gold explosions to choose from, so just bear that in mind. But, I just wanted to kind of like bring this up as a subject, because I found it quite intriguing as to the reasons why they changed it. Now, obviously, I mean, Psyonix teamed up with Epic Games. Epic Games haven't really been like seemingly that involved. But, are they doing things behind the scenes? Are they actually kind of like making changes? I mean, they're definitely making some changes like in regards to things like the trading system. So are they making changes to things like this as well? And I have to say that in past seasons, they have missed a trick. There was a floppy fish boost in one of the passes. They could have had that painted. It would have looked amazing. They didn't. Shark attack wheels, they could have had inverted and painted. That would have looked cool and so awesome. So, but it does make me wonder whether, in these sort of like season passes, whether we could see some future changes, whether we could see sort of like other things alter. It'd be really cool. I think it's a concept that maybe would make it more interesting as long as they do it correctly. But let me know in the comments below what you think. So before I continue, of course, what I'll be doing is I will be asking a question about yesterday's video. Basically, to one lucky winner, we'll be getting these Pyros inverted glitch wheels completely free. It is done on a point system, so for each question you answer in the last sort of 2 and a bit weeks, I think it is, something like that, videos, then basically whoever gets the most points by the end will be the winner. At the moment, Little League is storming ahead with around about 9 points, I think it was last time I checked, so doing really well. And, will anyone catch him? I don't know. So let me know if anyone else is challenging for that or wants to compete, because all you need to do is answer the questions. It's available until the 4th of May 2021, and we'll go from there. So the question about yesterday's video then, now this is a tricky one, so I will be interested to see if anyone actually cottons on to what the answer is. So in yesterday's video, basically I talked about a decal when I was doing trade ups that I'd never used, and I was considering using or at some point. Now if you can tell me what the decal was and the colours that I had in the trade window that I didn't trade up, then you'll get yourself a point. As I say, some of these questions are easier than others, and I appreciate that, but this is the whole point, is to make it a little challenging, a little bit different, and just to test your observation, your listening skills, and all those things. And, they make it a little different, because let's face it, I mean, we could all do the same things as a YouTuber, but I like to kind of just keep it a little bit varied. So, as I say, good luck to all of you competing, or all of you taking part. It will be decided on the 4th of May, and if I can't give it to this item to you, then you'll get the equivalent item of the value if you're cross-platform. We can't trade, so do not worry, something will be most definitely available for you either way. But going back to the Monsoons, I mean, basically, why I wanted to talk about this in a little bit of depth is because I suppose what I want to see is it's like, it makes you sort of think, well, what future changes are coming to Rocket League? Is it just the Monsoon changes? Is it like, the sort of like now knowing exactly what we're getting? What do you guys think about the past? I mean, I did do a video about sort of like impressions of Season 3 early days, but what do you think of it so far? I mean, are you quite happy with how it is, or do you think Season 3 is a bit of a letdown? And, every opinion is going to count. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have our different values, all have our different opinions. Personally, I really like Rocket League. I think it's a great game. However, I do appreciate that, of course, like anything, there are good and bad about it. And, you know, when you come to sort of like looking at, you know, certain things like pinching the ball, you know, or blocking the ball and it pinching and going flying off, personally, I don't like that. Now, you can see it in that replay there. It ricocheted off my car, literally went in at 90 mile an hour, and I didn't even try and score the goal. I was actually trying to pass it. So there's little things like that that you have to appreciate. But, however, that is just part and parcel of the game. There are certain things that I'd love to see change. Now, I might do a little topic on that, a video about changes I would like to see. Let me know if you'd like to sort of like watch that. I mean, would that be an interesting, you know, video for you guys, or is it something that you're not interested in? I know that I'm not going to cover every single thing, and all of you are going to be like, wow, this is so great, because everyone's different in how they see things and how they view it. But the reason I did want to talk about it is I really like this goal explosion. I think it is one of the better ones. If you do know why they had a recolor, I mean, if any of you do know why they got a recolor, or whether it was, you know, advertised somewhere that I've missed, let me know, because I honestly have no idea. I really like some of them, and I don't like others, and I would have loved to have sort of had a choice on maybe the color thing or something like that as well, you know, like leave orange as orange or change it. That would have been awesome. And what about painting goal explosions in a sense of that you can choose the paint that you add to it a little bit more, so like you can cars? Would that be cool? You know, so you don't get the painted highlights maybe like the normal ones, but maybe you get something a little different. Let me know your thoughts on that one. But yeah, I mean, like, that is the sort of main majority of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be amazing. If you do want to subscribe to enter into that Striker Sky Blue Interstellar, of course, then you know, please do subscribe, leave likes on the video and all that stuff. Tomorrow's video is going to be a little bit about sort of car designing and just sort of showing the process. And then the one after that will actually be a follow-up to a trade-up video that I said that I'd do, where I actually bought some items to sell and make profit and things. So again, you know, that should be a really, really good video as well. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I shall see you in tomorrow's video. But until then, have a great rest of the day, evening or night, whatever you're doing, and take care. All the best. Cheers now. Bye-bye.